What's up, y'all? It's your boy T Money back again. And I know it's been a minute since I've been gone, but as I had stated in my previous video, man, these past couple months I've been going through it, y'all. Like, I ain't had a car in over 3 months, and I know I'm trying to get it figured out. But that's what's been holding me back, and I've been having a lot of issues with that. But regardless of all that, I just got on here because there's some stuff I want to talk about too. Because Trump, man, I feel like Trump is just really running this country into the ground. And you had all these people before who was all for Trump, like all for Trump. And to this day, I don't understand what was the big deal on that, because as y'all can see, this man is doing nothing but hurting the country now. Even prior, when he was in office, this man was running the country into the ground, not really helping the people. Trump had signed for the Operation Fast Vax, or Operation Warp Speed, to get the vaccines in faster. And you see what that caused. So this man ain't been doing nothing but poisoning and harming and destroying our country for forever now. But anyways, I just got on here to talk to y'all about a little bit of both. We're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna kind of talk about like just having your treasures on earth, because I feel like that's been a lot of issues that people been dealing with possibly. But y'all see this stuff going on with Trump, man. This man went at Iran, caused us to go into a 40 day war now with Iran, because Trump is serving and fighting for Israel. We all know this. I mean, I would hope y'all do. But Trump is serving and living for Israel. He's fighting for them, not for us. And also just seen too, and I'm gonna insert something for y'all, but I also seen that they also changed the draft to now it's an automatic. I seen it today. It was an automatic sign up for ages 18 to 25, but they're also trying to push it to 30 as well.
Soon the United States will automatically register those eligible for the military draft. Starting in December, men ages 18 to 25 will be automatically added to a draft pool. The Selective Service submitted the rule change on March 30th. The agency says the change moves responsibility for registration away from individuals by integrating with federal data sources.
It's like y'all want us to go out here and fight these fabricated wars that our own government starts over resources and put our children's lives on the line, but yet these way more fortunate families, their children don't have to go fight on the front lines. Why is that? We know what it is, but I ain't even gonna take it there. But yeah, but that's one thing. And then Trump has been going on this tirade with Iran. I mean, y'all didn't see the stuff on X and everything. Iran was trolling Trump, like they really were. This man kept threatening them to open up the straits, and they were saying, oh, they lost the keys and everything. I mean, like, they've been clowning this man, and this dude is slowly just becoming like another Hitler. Yeah, can't say that on here, so we're gonna say that. But he's becoming that. This man is becoming all about war. And not to mention that, it's like he's threatening now. And mind you, all of the threats and everything that this man has done involving with Iran has done nothing but make things worse. Which, if the US is the #1 capital for oil, for, the resources of oil, why the hell are we getting all our resources with oil from everywhere else anyway, like Venezuela and everything else? Anyway, why are we getting our oil from other areas when we are the #1 manufacturer for oil? But yet we can't draw from our own oil, and we gotta outsource that from everywhere else. I mean, I don't get these people's motives. I really don't. The US used to be self-providing of its own resources for food, oil, natural things that we can get on our own in our own areas. Now we have to outsource it from other places. Like, I don't understand that. It's like, someone explain that to me. But then you got this dude. Now this dude threatened him and threatened them, and then came to a ceasefire. It's supposed to be a 2-week ceasefire. The man gets it to that point where they decide to have a 2-week ceasefire, and not even 24 hours in, the ceasefire fails and the Straits of Hormuz closed right back up. Wasn't even over 24 hours and the Straits closed right back up.
Right now, the Strait of Hormuz is closed as Iran is claiming the U.S. and Israel have violated the 2-week ceasefire agreed to last night. I'm Dave Wagner.
And I'm Frank Wiley. That ceasefire in place for less than 24 hours before these new developments. 10 Tampa Bay News anchor Courtney Robinson explaining what led to this, Courtney.
Well, just within the last few hours, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt called the reports of the strait being closed, quote, unacceptable. She went on to say that the president has been told privately the strait is reopened.
On day one of the ceasefire, social media video shows the aftermath of what Iranian state media claims was a strike on one of its oil facilities. Iran, in turn, launched missile and drone attacks on Gulf neighbors.
This takes time sometimes for ceasefires to take hold. We're watching it. We're prepared if necessary.
Iran has accused Israel of violating the ceasefire over continued strikes on Hezbollah in Lebanon. The White House says Lebanon is not part of the deal, but Iran disagrees and says it suspended tanker traffic through the Strait of Hormuz.
What they're saying publicly is different privately. We have seen an uptick of traffic in the Strait today, and I will reiterate the president's expectation and demand that the Strait of Hormuz is reopened immediately, quickly, and safely.
So this 40 days and 40 nights war is about to probably prolong for another couple months. And there's probably things going on within the war that we don't even know about. Like, that's true or false. We don't really know. We just got to go off of what they tell us. That's why I don't believe the news. But yeah, this man has done nothing but run this country into the ground. Not to mention, when he got in office, this man was spouting about, oh, the tariffs. I'm gonna bring in all these dividend checks for the American people. Where is it at? Then I'm gonna include this clip too. Then the man he was questioned about it during a conference, and the man just straight up said, what tariff dividend checks? I don't remember that. What tariff dividend checks? I said that. Me, Trump said that.
You promised $2,000 checks to Americans based off of your tariff revenues. When can I
did do that? When did I do that?
Well, I mean, you're
Yeah, I'm thinking, well, I did 1776 for the military, right?
When will those Americans get those checks?
Well, I am going to. The tariff money is so substantial that's coming in that I'll be able to do 2,000 sometime, I would say, toward the end of the year.
This man is oblivious to wiping his own ass. I mean, he don't even know if he did that correctly. I mean, it's a clown show, but I feel like things are ran like that purposefully. Even when Biden was in the House, and how everybody said that he was a nincompoop and he couldn't really run everything correctly, and he was senile, and the man had Alzheimer's and everything. I feel like Biden was put in place to act like that, to bring about everything else, because all of this stuff is scripted. This is basic 101 though, people. Like, we should all know this by now. All the elections and the politics, left and right, what is it, the elephant and the donkey, all of that is pre-scripted. They all work with each other. I mean, we know this. Birds of the same feather, what? Alrighty then. So we know this, people. So I'm not even gonna go into all of that, because I could care less. I'm not left or right. I'm the common sense side, you know? I'm the point A to point B side to make it make sense, yeah. But anyways, y'all, yeah, this man is doing nothing. And I don't know about y'all, I don't have kids, but I know for damn sure, even if I was of age to go automatically get enlisted into the war, to the military, I wouldn't do it. You're gonna have to either bang me then, or I'm just gonna be sitting down, my dude. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not fighting for a country who could care less about its own people. I mean, y'all poison us and everything else on a daily basis. Our food ain't even real. You don't care for the people at all. All we do is slave away to keep this money laundering and sad excuse of a country going, you know? So why would I fight for that? They won't even fight for us. Like, come on now. Not to mention the fighting for us. I mean, they about to put in a new data center in the state that I live in, another data center on top of the 15 or 16 other ones in Lima, Ohio. And I'll also include that.
It was revealed yesterday that Google is the company behind that massive data center project in the Lima area. The Allen Economic Development Group announcing the tech giant is developing the $500 million project spanning more than 200 acres in American Township. Until yesterday, the development had been referred to as Project Bosque. Of the $500 million investment, $50 million will go toward local infrastructure, including roundabouts at Blue Lick Road and North Cole Street and State Route 115 in North Cole. Officials say the data center will support everyday technology for personal electronics, hospitals, and businesses. The Lima facility would become Google's third data center in Ohio. Local economic leaders say the project could bring widespread economic benefits to the Lima-Allen County region.
First of all, thousands of jobs will come in with construction and contractors who will be constructing the data center. And not to mention, where are all these contractors going to stay? And they're going to stay in our hotels and eat our food and with our restaurants and shop at our stores. But the trickle-down effect is going to be, I think, what's going to be long-lasting. Other companies associated with data centers will be wanting to come here.
The project is currently awaiting a decision from the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency on a draft air permit for generators at the site. The proposal would allow 115 diesel fuel generators, along with emergency fire pumps, electrical generators, cooling towers, and fuel storage tanks. The deadline for public comment to the Ohio EPA is Wednesday. The Allen Economic Development Group says a landing page with more information about the project will be available on its website in the coming weeks.
But yes, it's like they're doing everything in their power to keep the people down and bring us even more back to a stone age. So clearly they're not fighting for us. So why would we and I try to fight for them? It's just not going to happen. It's not happening. It's laughable at best. I mean, come on now. Remember when everything, when they cut off, when the government shut down and they cut off SNAP and they cut off the TFA or TSA, they were struggling to get paid just as they were months back or prior, a couple weeks back. And Trump had to pass something for them to get paid. I mean, this is just all a mess. I mean, they don't care about us. They don't. But I also realized something too, y'all, and I ain't gonna keep this video too long, but I also realized through the midst of me going through these 3-4 months of struggling and not having a vehicle because things didn't go right this year for tax time, I realized something, because I'm not ever one to be envious or covetous or jealous or anything like that, but I've always wondered, why some people will have their heaven on earth, as you want to call it, and then others just have to struggle and go without and just figure it out. I always wondered that, and I prayed on this, and I always prayed to the Lord that those type of feelings didn't come into my heart. But I've realized in the Bible, it says that, how does it go? He said that our treasures and everything bestowed to us and our happiness is bestowed in heaven. So remembering that reminded me, like, okay, that is why I think some of us will have our little pleasure or whatever you want to call it, or happiness here on earth, and why some won't have any, or they'll have very little. Because I'm not trying to say I haven't had any time where I was happy or had any time where things were going the right way for me. I'm not saying that at all, but there's some other people, and I'm pretty sure you all know people the same as well, who it's just like every time you turn around, you're just like, man, this person always got so much money. This person always getting blessed with this and that and this and this, and they barely do anything. I do more than them, that type of thing. But I feel like with the Lord, especially his set warriors and the ones that he's going to have to fight aside him and in his kingdom, I feel like we're the ones who's going to have to go through it the worst and go without the most. And I have to keep that in the back of my mind now, because I really wasn't looking at it like that. I feel like a lot of us have to go through the things we go through, as far as being tormented with the life struggles, which our government made that way anyway. The Lord didn't put us here to struggle. That's one thing the Lord did not do. He said that we must work. We must work for what we need. But he also didn't put us here to struggle. So we got to remember when we are going through hard times, we can't blame the Lord, because he didn't put us here to struggle. He put us here with everything we need. You know, he provided us with everything we needed when we got bestowed down here from Adam and Eve. And rich elite families came along in the past, such as Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, and monopolized everything that the Lord gave us for free and capitalized on it and put a price on it. And that is why we are where we're at today, as far as with our electricity bills, our water bills, paying for oil, paying for gas. All of those type of things should be free. I mean, come on, people. They telling us that oil is coming from dinosaurs. Y'all don't think that after this long that those dinosaur bones would have been dried up and used up by now? I mean, we talking about over 60, 70 years, 100 years maybe of using oil. So you don't think by now all of those resources as far as the oil would have been depleted? Nah. Oil is inside the earth and it replenishes daily. They know this. But we suffer for our lack of knowledge. But once you are told these things, you cannot complain about your lack of knowledge anymore. So that's been really sitting on me, because I feel like I go through so many things, and it's like other people, like my nephew and my family being one of them. This man just blows and blows and blows off his money, and he just ends up right back in the same boat. And it's like, I pray for the day I could have the type of money that he's gotten, or some of the other people I know, to start a business, because I got 2 businesses I'm trying to start and everything. And it's just like, I just go through the most. But I got to remember, the Lord didn't put us here to struggle, so it's not his fault. Things were designed that way on purpose for us to struggle. The Lord didn't put us here to work 50, 60 hours a week. He did not do that. He gave us what we needed to have enough. But the way he gave it to us wasn't to slave away at these factories and for these companies. He gave it to us as in working, as in trading and bartering and helping each other as a village. And we're not that anymore. Everyone's for themselves. And I feel like in the times that's coming, we need to be prepped, and we need to be able to know our neighbors and help each other, because it's going to come a time where we're going to be sitting in here and we ain't going to have no lights. We ain't going to have no transportation. We're not going to have access to any of that. And the only way we're going to be able to get by is helping each other. We're not going to be able to call up these governmental assistance agencies and expect help, because when you get older in life, you realize that's what you want to do, is get away from the government assistance. You want to get as far away from that as possible. You don't want to have to be reliant on the government, such as the SNAP benefits and the WIC and everything else. But I've done it myself, so I get it. It's hard. But that's what they want. They want us under them so we can always be relying on them. But yeah, I just wanted to speak a couple words on some things and explain the absence, y'all. You know, like I told you, I'm going to keep on trying to post. We keep on trying to keep y'all updated on the events, because the AI is also getting out of hand, y'all. I mean, if you didn't think the time to prep was ever before, I mean, it's definitely now, because the AI is getting ridiculous. And whoever isn't aware of why these AI data centers are popping up, that is why. To track, trace, and monitor us. And also to keep AI updated and keep AI going and keep AI learning the new things so it can eventually take over everything. Because at the status that AI is at now, I'm pretty sure it can take over probably 30% of our jobs, if not more. I mean, you even got sex bots that they're working on to replace actual women. And that just tells you right there, that's Satan all day. He just wants to take and replace and play God. That's it. But the Lord is omnipotent. He can see everything from his throne. Satan has to do it through the works of AI and his minions. So remember that, y'all. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to y'all about a couple events and just try to stay headstrong, y'all, and try to keep pushing, because things ain't gonna get no easier. It's gonna always get worse before it gets easier. Remember that though, y'all. But it's your boy T Money, and I'm gone.